Beautiful. Go live. Okay. Posting in the channel. That should work. Looks like it. Get some.
I had somebody the other day, I saw on their server, they had a really cool bot
Yeah, like really cool.
where, yeah, and basically, if you joined the VC, you would be given access to like a no mic chat, but you couldn't see it otherwise.
Yeah.
That's a really neat solution. I don't know why Discord doesn't have that.
Wait, and why would you?
I mean, so like, I don't know. It's just neat. Sort of useless.
Whatever. How am I going? So, for a little context on what. Sadly, Mojang's new Brigadier. No clue.
Yeah.
New command system doesn't really have any documentation, so no clue how to make arguments that depend
Well, it's fun.
because if you, for example, make command like set speed for the command system to be able to give suggestions, seconds argument setting, it has to know which module you chose.
Yeah.
And the system doesn't have to doesn't have any built-in way to define arguments like that. Disgusting. And it does some hacky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to lost argument value, but arguments have to have one type, and the is no clue how I'm going to do this. So well, added setting.
This is still Sway.
This is Sway, yes.
It looks very similar to Awesome WM. Just the top part.
It's an i3 replacement, so it should be looking similar to i3 actually.
I've never used i3. I plan on trying it with Menu Laptop.
Right, you already had it installed, didn't you?
No, I don't believe I've used i3 before.
Oh, I thought you had. Oh, whatever.
How are you resizing? Oh,
What
it's
am I
not
doing?
showing your mouse. That's why I'm confused.
It's my cursor.
Yeah, your cursor doesn't show on stream.
Yeah, it should show up now. Okay. It's difficult to both look at the OBS thing and the thing. I'll have every setting have a method, I guess, and a suggestion. Bill, there's a slight delay on the stream as well.
Yeah.
So that's why you see me stuff like that. Start doing.
For mixins,
Hmm?
how does this? I'm trying to wrap my head around, like, is it like an on update? When does it run?
Wait, can you give me an example?
So I have
Mm.
multiple if statements checking for like multiple types of packets. Does it do that? Like, how often does it run?
Wait, you have multiple if statements in a packet listener?
No, yeah.
How does this relate to mixins then?
Oh no, that makes sense. Sorry, I I got confused for a second. Yeah, so in a packet listener, I have two separate if statements. They check for two different types of packets. Can I do that? Like,
Yeah, you can. I think I've done it in Velocity. Yeah.
right.
Right here, what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
doing is just
No, that's an else, right? Oh, you just have two different listeners. No, one is entity event. Never mind.
yeah. I've got one packet event listener, and I do
And
one if for entity velocity updates,
yeah,
and one for the explosion packet. And it's just an else if. Or is that not what you mean?
no, because I have one packet event and I have two separate ifs. So like, how often does it run? Because what I'm trying to do is one does something and one continues the other action when the first one is complete.
Oh, gee, that's incredibly vague. Can you
Okay,
can you post the
so
code you've got in general?
yes, I have an update sign, and basically it writes 4 lines to the sign in a for loop, and
On
I want to be able
updates.
to close that sign.
Update sign. What?
Wait, I'll just throw it in chat because I want to be able to close. Um,
I'm not sure if I understand.
yeah. So I open the sign and I do stuff, and then I want to be able to close the sign, but this doesn't. My exit true never runs for some reason.
Can you just post the code
I
in
did
general
in
or?
no mic.
Hmm?
In no mic.
No, Mike. That is not a channel I can see.
Give me 2 seconds. Should be fixed.
Should be. No, Mike, indeed. I can see channel, but I cannot read messages.
Oh. Alright. Is this better?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
Oh. Okay, I see what you're doing.
I've also tried
Yeah, your second statement, if event.get packet,
I know it doesn't make sense, really.
yes, GUI edit sign is a a GUI class. It's one of the many screens. So, for example, the main menu, etc. That those are screens. They're
Yeah.
entirely different from packets. So of course your packet is never going to be a GUI edit screen.
Mhm.
Sign, sorry.
This is what I had earlier.
Send.
But the problem,
Hmm?
yeah, I sent it.
Yes.
But the problem is, it never runs it never runs the if I equals 3 until the sign is closed, which is not what I want to do. Like, it doesn't
Never runs what?
write. It never runs the exit equals true until the sign is closed, which means
Yeah, I'm pretty
it's not
sure that
writing.
the client only sends update sign packets once you close the GUI.
Yeah,
You're supposed to do
2 seconds.
Okay. Let's come. What is being made here? Are you talking about the stuff that Bella sent? Or the stuff I'm writing?
Alright, yeah, what were you saying?
I was talking to some being made. Stuff that Bella sent.
Oh,
I
it yeah, it makes a laggy sign. It's basically like chunk banning, but it's easier to do. But sign chunk banning's patch on most stuff. Uh, 0 to 6, what were you saying about how it works?
sorry, I've got no clue what I'm saying. um, I believe I was saying that the C update sign packet only
Yeah.
gets sent when you close.
That's what I noticed. So how else could I do this? Like,
And what are you trying to do exactly?
close the sign packet.
Sign?
Yes.
Sorry?
No, no, the packet. Just close the sign menu.
Okay, and you want to close it as soon as it's opened?
Yeah.
In that case, I would probably just write mixin GUI edit sign, and there's probably an on open.
Mhm.
I know the screen. Yeah, there's an initialize method. You could make a mixin that goes to the tail of this, so the very end of the method. Sends the packet and closes the screen.
Alright. Sorry, you're saying there already is one, or
There is not a mixin for
okay?
Planet Screen, I think. And there is.
How does the naming system for mixins work?
For your targets.
What would those be? I'm still getting like a grip on all of this.
Mean
So just mix in
example.
update sign, or
Yeah, for example, in right now you don't have the same mappings, but sometimes when you target something in a mixin, it's like LNet Minecraft World Chunk.
yeah,
A lot of symbols you might not be used to. You mean that naming?
I think so.
It's how the JVM interprets those things internally. If you
Hmm.
have a bytecode view, I'll show on stream bytecode view I use. It is able to get those same.
Mhm.
Like this. Can see.
Yeah,
But I think I gave you the Minecraft development plugin, right, from Demon?
yes.
It should be able to fill those out for you.
I'm not quite sure how to use it,
Hmm,
or like what it really does.
I'll show you. Watch
Okay.
stream, there's a slight delay, but
Hmm.
if I want to, so book edit screen pops up.
Yeah.
Create a mixin for a class. This should be from and checked into a method. Look at the methods. It gives me
It
suggestions.
doesn't auto-complete the method for me.
It should. If it's not, check if you do have it installed.
It is installed.
See? For me, it auto them. And if it's not doing that for you, got no clue why. But that's a
Yeah.
problem you'll have to solve yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't complete like where you wrote finalized book or any of that.
And if you just press Control Space to bring up the other suggestion, still do nothing?
It says no suggestions.
Then I've got no clue why it's doing that, sorry. Try googling it, maybe it's a known issue.
That would be fantastic because I know for a fact it usually isn't. I don't think I've ever had anything be a known issue, honestly. It says installed, but it doesn't show up under the. Yes, it does show up under the install menu. Interesting.
That's
What keyboard layout do you use?
I have ZERTY.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not QWERTY.
It is not, and it sucks. It's the one I grew up with, because in Belgium we do use AZERTY. And generally, by computers here, you standard, you will also always get AZERTY. And I don't think I'll be able to ever get used to.
I mean, there's people who learn like Dorvac in a couple of months, but that's. I mean, I find it hard switching between laptops just because of the spacing of the keys, let alone
Yeah,
what's actually on the keys.
it's something you have to be dedicated to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this works. If it does, it didn't. Streaming technology altogether. It's kind of struggling.
Hmm. I kind of want to try Sway, but I like Wayland. How is that situation currently?
Wayland. Or what do
I
you
want
mean?
to try Sway. Like, I know Wayland has had issues with some apps, but like, how is it overall?
There's still very much ex-Wayland apps. So, for example, both on my screen at the moment, so Minecraft and IntelliJ both run through ex-Wayland. So they do not support Wayland. And do you know what ex-Wayland is? Hello?
Yeah,
Kind of cutting away. Xwayland is like the compatibility layer.
Yeah.
There a lot of things to still run through that, but aside from
Oh.
that, Sway does a very good job. Fixing, replacing something like Archery.
Mhm. Just curious. Your fence system that you made, I just saw it on screen. Why did you never make it like toggle between friends? Why have like separate add and remove friend commit?
I d there's no use before it. I don't know. I've never felt the use to add a toggle.
No, I mean like when you run like dot friend and then their username, if they're already a friend, it'll remove it, and if they're not, it'll add it. Instead of having separate add and remove, is there some
Ooh,
sort of complication?
don't know. That's just the way I designed it. don't think that's any reason. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just suggest. Idiot. See, oh, let's hope it does. Makes it sweet to build. Or laptop suffering. Please work. I went incredibly slow. Like it did, bro. Properties. G. I oh, looks like it's crashing. Saving. It is. Yeah. Well, at least doesn't just happily oblige and set an Eon to existent. Or would have been debug. Ah, okay, I know. Should not be. Should be exception. Let's fix that. It's setting exception. Valid. going to work. What should it say when valid value to set command? Ah, it's called value and setting. Setting. Name should say valid value. Right. Let's test that. It's not. Comparison. Time to make my laptop suffer it. Poor thing.
I realized that was me.
Have you been talking this whole time?
No, I said something and I was like, wondering if you could hear me or not. Okay. Okay. So this is this Wade's default set?
No, I've modified it quite a bit, but this looks quite default. Default Sway also has borders, like I've really done those off.
Oh.
But the bar
Because I really
is
like the idea. I just really like the idea of no titles. I like a W. I mean D. Sorry.
Ah, beautiful. Look at the stream.
Nice.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, I've. And
Okay, now I just have to make it not case sensitive. Setting.
does it not? It's cut off on my screen, but does it not have like suggestions for what you take next?
I am implementing them, but okay. It's in
Oh, I thought maybe that's
chat.
just like a command system limitation.
It is not a limit. Well, yeah, it is a limitation, but I can implement them. But for that, I need this mixing to work. Yes. So I need in chat screen. There's a class called something like suggestion. Yes, suggestion, but it's private, so I can't access it. And to be able to access it, I'm going to have to do some mixing magic. And to be able to do my mixing magic, I need a newer version of Mixins, because in the one that Fabric uses at the moment, there's a bug that causes this mixin to fail, and it's been fixed. I have opened a pull request to fix it, well, to actually just update the mixins to the latest version, but it hasn't been merged yet. So once that
Yeah,
Fabric
so
updates to the newest version of Mixins, I can add suggestions. Currently, it's
you
impossible.
can't just like you can't add your own fork as a repo, like as a dependent.
I probably can, but I've got no clue how to, and it would probably take me effort to do that than just getting it updated in Fabric itself.
Yeah.
Because I'll send you the pull requests. The guy who
I
maintains.
saw it already.
You've already seen it?
He saw like, yeah, like a day ago. He replied, and he's gonna look at it.
Yes, indeed. So it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully. But yeah, once that is fixed, I can implement suggestions. But I'm already doing all the boilerplate for it, so all I will have to do is that one mixin and just test it. Should be ready to go. Let's add to commit. Isn't separate. It's pushing. Lovely. On to the next
I
command.
have somebody who's pinging me in my. It's the exact same as sending a regular message.
Someone's pinging you.
Yes, like they start their message with a thing in my DM. I don't understand the point.
Actually, should I merge the settings command and the set command?
What is setting?
You're cutting away. Maybe it's
What is setting?
setting. Settings is just a list of all the settings a module. And I might be able to do just Minecraft style with
You
one
could-
command. Have
Yeah, how it has in the in I don't know what you call them in English, but the little arrows, and then they're all separated, like all the possible.
what do you think
Could
of this?
definitely do that. Like what?
Might like that more. You have
I
this
mean-
and set.
Can't. You have. I'm just gonna throw something in Discord.
Sorry, you're cutting away. It's difficult.
Oh, sorry. Look. Look at what I sent in chat. Like, that's what Minecraft does, I believe now.
Set flight. So if you supply no extra arguments, it would list.
The possible arguments, yeah. And it would auto-complete the ones you've started typing.
No, I mean
That's what
if you
Minecraft currently.
if you want to list so hold on, no, many Minecraft commands
Oh,
do
I see what you.
work with literals.
I see what you put in them. I guess that would make sense. Append set to settings.
Trying to think of Minecraft and reference for that. Yeah, I think things like /execute works with a lot of like that as well. I'm going to do it with a I showed.
Yeah.
This is becoming one big ass method.
I was gonna say, have you seen Terraria Clone? It's a project on.
Yeah,
It's
I
fairly
linked
popular,
that. That was awful.
but the 36 tabs is the worst part, and it's beginning to look like it. I can count like a good, at least 16 tabs by. I feel like this is a valid use case for an ultra-wide monitor.
It totally is. But I do not have one. Yay, time to make my laptop suffer again. The GitHub build is failing, I don't know why. Alright, so I haven't updated it for Fabric yet. Probably still assuming. Uh, yeah, the Forge build instruction. Fuck it. What? It's the same. Did little that's not readable. This settings set speed. Oh, lovely. Time to start coloring these. Sure, best ways actually.
You just need like user-friendly name.
Sorry?
You just need user-friendly names for that.
You're still cutting away. Saying. Might as well be the fact that I'm running Minecraft IntelliJ and streaming at the same time. That makes Discord freeze a little bit. At the moment it seems like it's working. I don't have any reference to other people speaking.
I think my internet's been really bad.
And now it's better. Hmm. That looks acceptable.
Wait, you can in debug mode you can just reload your classes
Yes.
while it's running. I had
You didn't know?
no. I am very new to IntelliJ and programming as a.
Yeah, right, sorry. You can indeed reload. Though it doesn't always work. You cannot add any methods. And stuff like consonants you can't change.
I mean that's better.
For most users it does a job very well. Like this when you're just changing. Oh, no, it's entirely green. Okay, so resetting it doesn't work. Maybe change it. Yes. You're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit,
You're going to
color
what?
combination is really awful. I wanna say that color combination is really awful.
Yeah, it doesn't look as I wanted it to be, but please do give me suggestions. This is the one thing I'm terrible at. Colors.
I mean, the just instead of the light purple looks a lot better.
Sorry?
The white instead of the light purple looks.
Thing is, it's all white. Its property names are supposed to be light purple, but
Is it just me, or does Discord not give me feedback when I mute and
no clue. IntelliJ just. Oh, okay, no. A little hiccup. Anyways, I think I'm going to stop streaming. It's quite obvious that my computer does not like me running Minecraft streaming at the same time. It's also getting quite late, which means generally talking.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap it up here.
Alright.
Bye.